What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to the latest test server here on Polarbearz with all the updates and rebalances that I want to show you, right? The latest version of the Atomizer that was tested on the test server, new visuals for Pulsar, Shredder, Vengeance, Retaliator, Viper. Let's have a look at those. And the new heavy alpha weapon for the Titan called Cataclysm. I've already shown you in this video here in the upper right corner. So if you want to see this new Titan weapon in action, check out the video here in the upper right on that question mark. You see right now we're doing great damage. Let's go back, right? There is this this leech. I've already made him use his ability. And now I'm showing you the new Atomizer with its new special effects and its overheating. At first, we're dealing good damage now. You see he's losing health well, but now on the right side you see the overheating taking place, the yellow bar that fills up, and the more it fills up, the less overheated the weapon is and the less accurate. See, no damage anymore. We're shooting, and we're basically not dealing any single bit of damage anymore. So the weapon is very strong for a short time at medium and long range, and then it loses its accuracy because of the overheating, and then you basically stop to deal any real damage to the enemy, okay? So unless you're exactly in front of the enemy, then the weapon may not be very useful at longer ranges. You have to let it cool down, and then you start to fire again, right? Alright, so let's walk inside that shield here. In this video, as I said, we're gonna focus on the new visuals on Pulsar, Shredder, you know, Viper, and also, of course, the latest mechanic of the Atomizer. In my opinion, the Atomizer here, by the way, fail incoming. Alarm, fail incoming. I'm trying to jump up here. One of my legs actually makes it, the other one, I don't know, it doesn't. And, yo, now, hello, hey. Yeah, are we cool with each other? That was just a joke, man, and boop, I'm done. Yeah, that's all because I didn't make it onto that platform. Damn it. Alright, anyways, let's keep walking here, and I'm gonna show you again here the longer range Why is everyone playing Fluex Behemoth on the test server suddenly? What is this? The second dude. Alright, but see how much damage we've just done at that long range? And that is what makes me worried, because the weapon is extremely powerful at short range, because it has unlimited ammo. It simply overheats, and the overheating doesn't stop it from firing, it simply makes it less accurate, which doesn't matter at short range. So you have unlimited ammo in this thing, and then at long range you can do that great damage at with lots high accuracy. That's a bit of a problem in my opinion, even though it does lose its damage output due to the inaccuracy with overheating relatively quickly. The damage you do until that point is really high. So considering it basically is one of the best short-range brawlers now in Polarbearz, I would assume with unlimited ammo. Look what I've just done to a Falcon right there with resistance, because this weapon deals great damage and it never has to reload. By the way, test server fail incoming. Boop! Here now. See that? And the game was crashed on me. It just crashed. I pre-recorded this, so I'm not doing commentary over it, but the game simply crashes a couple of times, but Pixonic has told me that they found the reason for this and they fixed it. By the way, look who's talking. It's me. I'm on the test server with myself. Isn't that great? Let's play with myself a bit here. You see there's a guy with my name, with the name that the Battle Rack account has. Look who's talking, he's calling himself. And we're having a leech robot to the left, 2 leeches. I think there's 2 leeches. See, I'm firing at this guy and look how fast his health dropped in like 0.1 second. He dropped 10% of his health, and then he immediately activated the leech ability to prevent any further damage from appearing. But it's just insane. The weapon does insane amounts of damage. Look how fast I dropped him down to this low amounts of HP. Did you see that? It was like 1 second and all his HP was gone. That's like the shotguns in their best prime time. Seriously. Pixonic, I think this weapon deals too much damage in its current state, considering it also has 500 meters range, and it may not keep that much damage up at 500 meters range. At this shorter range, it seems to do insane amounts of damage, and with no reload ever, that shouldn't be the case. a weapon that has no reload, that simply fires forever, shall never do good damage. It shall just be doing mediocre damage and making up for it with not having to reload. That's how it should be. And in my opinion, I think currently the current state of this weapon on the test server, it's too strong considering it's level 8 right here. Let's imagine this Mark II level 12 with damage modules and everything. That would be too crazy. Way too good for a weapon to never having to reload. Alright, so yeah, my feedback here on this test server, I haven't had the time, or I haven't tested this Atomizer weapon in a while since it had been tested the first time. I haven't launched the test server since then. And it seems like ever since that was the case, they've made it significantly much stronger. And in my opinion, too strong for a weapon that has unlimited ammo. Look how I can... it's a resistant Phantom. I'm killing it as fast as the Corona and Storm shotguns did before the nerf. No man, that's too much damage for never having to reload. Clearly, I must say this here, because I don't want another weapon taking the place of the shotguns, that being completely alternativeless. How do you even say this in English? That there is no alternative to that weapon. You want to be the best? Well, you've got to have this. And I don't want this. I want all weapons being fun and useful, and not one of them standing out as being the dominator of war robots. Boom, game crashed on me again. So yeah, please, Pixonic, make sure this weapon is dialed in right for the first time and not having to nerf it later because it was too strong at first. Make it right from the beginning, make it right away. And yeah. Yeah, too much damage for never having to reload. Look what I do to this Loki. I'm still firing. I'm still firing. Now I'm going for a resistant tank robot. There he goes, down to last 10. Now I'm taking this guy on. I'm activating my ability, and I'm still firing. I'm still firing with full damage output, because at this short range, I don't care about the drop in accuracy. I'm too close for the accuracy drop to even be noticeable. So I'm still firing. Still full DPS. I'm still hammering the Corona and Storm. Boom, 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 boom. Never reloading, basically, right? I just edit this part, or let this part in here of the video, because I found it's very important to show this never-ending reload is a problem when it comes to dealing damage. This could have been a leech robot that I'm running. I was running a leech robot. The only reason I died, by the way, is for some reason close to my own base. I was 4-on-1, and no one came to help me out whatsoever. I was literally 4-on-1 until I was dead. And that's even with Last Stand and Leech, and team had so much time to come and help me, and I was completely 4-on-1 till the end, man. That was really crazy. But yeah, so still running the 4 weapons here on the Spectre. And yeah, by the way, guys, if you like the video content here on the test server, you like the view, and you don't want to see more of it, then subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. And stay tuned for the upcoming test server videos, giveaways, live server videos on my own account. I'm changing content quite a bit here and doing all kinds of different War Robots gameplay. Alright, so there is a Phantom, and he is about to capture our beacon, so I have to come in and stop him. But it's not beacon rush, so even if he does get the beacon, it's not really going to give him anything. So, yeah, but I do have to get the beacon, I guess, right? So let's go back. Take it. Yeah, and it's really important to me. I've already sent this feedback a little while ago that to Pixonic, directly to the test server team. I've sent it and said, you need to be careful with this weapon. You need to balance it well, because with unlimited ammo, it has the potential of basically making it so, again, that tanks are no tanks, and they just can be whooped and flattened in a matter of a few seconds by weapons with no reload, for example, right? And that the balancing is a very delicate matter here on this one because of the unlimited ammo. I was trying to release his ability here so that it can then jump on him afterwards, but this player would not let himself get fooled. I didn't really have a chance with my low amount of HP, but I was thinking maybe I could fool him into activating his ability too early, right? and then hit him really hard with stealth after that, but this guy would not let himself get fooled. Boom, ba, ba, da, dum, ba, ba. Okay, we're running the Atomizer now on the Nemesis, bringing up the shield here, sending some sweet rockets around the corner there, splashing them a little bit, and now boom boom, I took a massive hit. It seemed like thermite. It was yellow or orange, so I guess it was thermite, but I'm not sure what robot it was that just fired at me here, but I guess it was heavy weapons and thermite. Alright, and we're having a look at the other weapons in a bit. For example, the Viper. I must say I didn't really notice a big change in terms of, you know, how the weapon looks. But we're gonna see this in a second. So here is an Ouchun right in front of us. We're quantum radaring him. Now that he's landing, we can focus him again and do some good damage. It's only 2 medium weapons here on this thing. But you see, the damage output is good. It's really good for as long as you hit accurately. At long range, that's not very long, but at short range, you have perfect accuracy. And one thing that I always didn't like about the shotguns is that they have the 500 meter range, right? In my opinion, shotguns should have never had 500 meters range in the game. Instead, they should have come with maybe 250 meters or something, right? It's shotguns, point blank range, good, nothing else works. That's a shotgun in any game. And so that's why what I've always said, that I think the weapons should never have that much range. But the thing is, they had 500 and they would even do good damage at 500. Now this weapon, again, having this a similar job as the shotguns with tremendous damage at short range, basically never stopping to deal tremendous damage at short range. But then again, with the 500 meter range option. What is it with you, Pixonic, and giving weapons perfect things across all ranges, right? Why can't weapon just be insanely powerful at short range, but no higher range at all? Why is this always like these what's it called? These perfect, always the right type of weapon kind of thing. Okay, so in this case at least the weapon loses its damage output really fast at longer range, but for a good 5 seconds you can do really high damage. Here's the Viper, by the way. I'm gonna show you here the new effects. I don't know why, but it seems like to me the weapon fires empty faster. Is it just me, or does the weapon... Let's have a look at this. Tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like the weapon somehow depletes faster now. Let's have a look. Look how fast it runs dry. This is without the accelerated, you know, pilot skill where it reaches the acceleration state faster. It's already empty. I feel like we just fired for 10 seconds and now we're reloading for 10 seconds. Didn't the Viper have a longer reloading firing time than the reload? And then look at the damage. It's like nothing. It's like absolute no damage whatsoever. It's like throwing, I don't know, it's like throwing a piece of paper at him. It's nothing. It's like dealing, when we're flying with a flamer, the damage is there, but as soon as you land and we are having, these are heavy weapons. Heavy weapons, those are. And it's like tickling him a little bit. That's basically all there is. We're basically tickling him a little bit up there. We're tickling his feet. Not sure if the Viper is really as it should be on this test server. Right? On the live server, I think it's okay right now. Is it not? But on this test server, it seems incredibly weak. Anyways, let's go into the next session here with the Pulsar. And what I demonstrate to you here, you see on the lower right, I don't have the manually targeting symbol. And the targeting system is so horrible. I don't know what it's going by, but if you don't have this manually targeting thing, which I didn't have active at this moment when I recorded, I'm constantly trying to convince the targeting system to give me the target that's directly under my crosshair. I'm aiming directly at the guy, and the targeting system says, "Oh, you probably want to fire at that guy, don't you?" And sending my rockets at the wrong person. It just shows how absolutely flawed this targeting system is. I think it just goes by what's closest to you and just simply switches to the closest target to you. No matter who it is and where it is, not taking into account whatsoever where you're actually aiming at, it just gives you the guy who's closest to you. When you're not running the manual targeting. And this is why, in my opinion, I'm using this to show you guys that playing the game without the manually targeting is a very, very bad idea. You must activate. Look, I can't even get this guy in aimed. He's aiming either at this guy or at this guy, but he's not giving me that phantom. Now he's giving it to me. Jeez, it's so bad. So, and how you activate this, I'm gonna show you also in a second for those who may not have it yet, right? So, here we go. Interface options, manually targeting, and then also allies durability activate is good. And this is how you activate this. Now you have this separate button down here, and you can press that, and then you get a targeting switch, and it will keep that target no matter what. And that's very important. Manually targeting. And also here showing that the pulsar is unable to hit anybody. See that? The guy is flying. I can't hit him. He's just not taking any single damage. Whatever they changed with the pulsar, it says visual changes, but the weapon is worthless now. It basically doesn't hit at all right now on the test server unless the enemy is standing or walking very slowly. But this super fast arriving projectile that it's fired that normally hits very accurately on the test server fails completely. So not sure if this was intended Pixonic, but it doesn't seem to be just a visual balancing or a visual change. It simply makes the weapon worthless, in my opinion, or very weak because it has troubles hitting moving targets now suddenly. And that is now me showing you guys the pulsar, the shredder on the Loki, and you see one thing that's really weird is that the right weapon, it's hovering. Look, it's floating over the weapon. This one sits tight, this one sits tight, and this one is hovering over the Loki. What the heck? What's happening there? There are supposed to be some visual changes to also to the what's with the behemoths, by the way? 3 behemoths sitting in the enemy base. 2 of them again with Fluex, and 1 with why are you guys all testing the behemoth like crazy? Whoops. Alright, so that was the end of this test server session here. That was a quicker end than I expected. But what is happening with all the behemoths left and right? Look at that. Dude, so many behemoths. But yeah, so tell me what you think about the changes. Tell me what you think about the Atomizer most of all. I am worried. I think that the Atomizer deals way too much damage for having unlimited ammo, as I said. And but I'd like to hear what you guys say. And also, what's happening with Pulsar? That's not just a visual change. It behaves differently. It's weaker and next to worthless at at long range against fast targets now, which is not the case on Pulsar normally. So please don't make that happening on the test server. This one shredder, it hovers on the Loki, just saying. So yeah, that is basically the latest test server session right here, second video with all the other weapons. As I've said, the heavy weapon on the Titan, the Cataclysm, is a separate video in the upper right. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe, as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me. You guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye-bye.